What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. And guys, I'm doing something a lot different from what we normally do. We are checking out a map that everyone should know very well on my channel, Ray County V5 though. Ladies and gentlemen, this is brought to you by the maker of pretty much all your good maps. Mr. No Creek Farms is the one that made this map. I'm super excited to bring this to you all, and he gave me early access to the V5 version to kind of show it off and show what it's about. So first things first, we're going to be showing off the dealership area. It's a nice little dealership. It's unique. I personally wish it was a little bit bigger, but hey, it is what it is. For the size of this area, I mean, this is a beautiful map. It has a good PDA. You got your dealership right here. You have your actual farm right here. You have your co-op right here. Another farm right up here. It is honestly perfect. The map size is perfect. On top of that, ignore the lines in the field. It's nothing that he did wrong. That is precision farming right there. So ignore all that. So it is a nice little size dealership. Let's buy a vehicle, see where stuff spawns. I believe everything spawns on, oh nope, I was on the wrong side. Yeah, right here. So all your stuff does belong over here. This is a dealership that has these walls. I do recommend, if you're wanting something humongous, please get yourself the store deliveries mod. Helps out. Make sure that nothing gets stuck in a building by accident or gets stuck if it's too big. Like, we're going to show an example. There it is. Your mother bin. You see how that kind of just gets stuck right there? I'm not a fan of that. I would rather just store deliveries it to somewhere that's not going to do that. You also need to be a little bit careful. I think semi-truck trailers as well, if I'm not mistaken. No, you're good. It does normally fit everything that's in the game. Like, this is some of the longer pieces of equipment. I'm just showing this off because you guys do need to know that you got to be careful where you spawn, what you spawn, and how you do it. On top of that, the building, I believe, is made by LJR Modding. Great guy, great person. Love the work he does. I don't think you can get in these tractors. No, sadly. I do kind of wish we can get in them, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. And this is by far the best map of FS25. And I firmly believe that. Another really nice thing that he ended up doing is making it where everything rolls with itself. Everything looks nice. You got a nice, good little bit of terrain differentiation. I love it. You can actually tell where the terrain is supposed to be like real life. It looks as close to real life farm as you can get, I think. This is your BTO farm. You can just kind of walk up, hit that. Nice little shed right here. Another shed that's beautiful as well. That is my favorite house, by the way. These are some of my favorite houses. I love the junk that he kind of put around the place, made it look really nice. All these bins right here actually do work. They should, at least. Yep. You can also actually turn your stuff into, if you have corn, you can go ahead and dry it in this as well, just so you have dry corn. I believe it's supposed to be one of those that have like the fans at the bottom. Yep, right here. So you do have that. Each one of these are production, so you can do that. And I believe these work as well. Now, don't ask me how to use these. I believe these are just the base game ones, and I still don't know how to use them. This is a pretty simplistic farm right here, but it's a nice, good, pretty much only row crop. There's no animals or anything like that over here. You can put them down. There's just none yet. Now, a lot of you have seen me use this house religiously. I love this house personally. It looks good. Everything works real nice. Love the decoration he did. I need to take some inspiration of this for when I go back to my 10-acre farm series. The house itself was also built with a collaboration with him and LJR. Yep, you got all this nice, beautiful stuff. House actually updates with the time of year it is. So if it's fall, you'll have like pumpkins. Winter, you'll have like a Christmas tree. It actually really looks nice. I love the little added detail he did with this house. Let's move on over to the more advanced farm. It's a lot advanced. Sorry, don't mind my truck. It's the first time I'm testing this truck, and this truck is a little jumpy. Oh, well. And if anybody wonders, yes, this is how I normally drive and farm some. I remember playing on versions of the map where like this right here wasn't even part of it. You had a block right here. I love the little added detail he did with this bridge. Made it look proper, put everything in correctly. I love it. I love this map a lot. I've been enjoying it since I've gotten the first beta version. I'm super happy that he let me have early access, guys. If you want it, his links will be down in the description. It will take you to the Facebook and show you how to get it from there. Now, this is your old school family family farm right here. You got a nice little cattle pasture out here to the side. You got a 70s style household. Let's go look at this. I'm talking about, you can definitely tell this thing is from the 70s. Definitely a 70s style house. Got your bedroom back here. By the way, this is one thing I did notice. Whenever you go to sleep, make sure you go to this side of the bed. I've noticed if you go to this side, you'll actually be able to sleep. I don't know why it's not right here. I mean, I guess because you got that light trigger, keeps messing with it. But we got several rooms in this here household. Nice little TV. The wall, oh Lord, you can definitely tell this is 70s. Got the garage area. I mean, it's a beautiful little house, definitely 70s. Now let's go ahead and start getting on into everything. So these bins actually work. See, little bins right there. I don't know how to unload from these. I wish I knew how they unloaded. I just don't know yet. I've looked at them and I've looked at them. I don't know. I don't understand them good enough to understand, but you can put corn in them. On top of those, these are really, really nice to look at. This is where you put your propane at and actually manage your propane usage. And then these right here, each one of these is their own production. You can dry your own corn. I love the look of these. They're old looking. I wish we could get like an actual model of these and actually have a singularity mod out of that, but maybe he'll do that in the future. I love this little added, the details he put into this is amazing. Every little detail you can imagine, he made sure to put the extra work into it. Put a nice little old gleaner into, what is this? It's not an into. Yeah, it looks like it just says L up there. But it's an old gleaner right there. At the first time Trinity saw, by the way, tried to jump in and say, oh, this ain't working. No, it wasn't a real gleaner. Got a nice little storage shed right there. You do need a blower. So this right here, you need a blower to actually blow up into it. I recommend looking. There's a case one out there you can find and it works perfectly fine with that. You got your calf barn, or my bad, your calf weaning barn is where you'll feed out your calves right here. On top of your calf weaning barn, you have your actual main cattle lot. You'll have all your cows out here in this field, and you can fit up to 170 of your own cattle in here. Let's go and open up this. Another little barn where you can store your hay equipment and your hay. Again, just the old added detail, like a little truck right there. I don't know what this would be for, but you just, I love it. I love the little detail you got around here. A nice little pond for you to stock for RP purposes. Corn crib. I don't think the corn cribs work. I wish they did. Yeah, no, corn cribs do not work. I know these actually work. You can put feed up there in the hoppers and have your food for the pigs, which these pigs work as well. I haven't looked at the pigs too much yet, but let's kind of look at these pigs a little bit more in depth. So, 50. So you can buy, I think, 50 per side. So it's two different barns right here. So you got this side and then you got that side, which I kind of like that, the way that looks. It looks a lot easier like that. Also, there's another piece of equipment that goes very much with this farm, and I cannot show this off to you without showing this off right here. Yeah, that's it right there. So this is your feed mixer. You of course have several different versions of the feed mixer. You can make it. I'm gonna choose the John Deere. Now I don't know exactly how this works. I think for what I've been told, I can put just wheat. So for what I've been told, we don't need potatoes. I think all we need is corn and wheat, and that should make a TMR for the pigs. There we go. And that should be enough. I'll pull forward with the next one. All right, so I did a lot of playing around with it, and you need every ingredient to make perfect TMR for these boys. So there's no skipping ingredients like you can with cattle feed. It is what it is. One thing you do want to do is before you start feeding the pigs, hit the little lids off, hit the little button, and there goes the lid off. We can go ahead and feed them. You should be able to still feed them just straight corn. I usually prefer to do that just because normally what I do for these series, again, the finer details this man did is amazing. Everything down there, you can take the lids off these things. Is incredible. He did a phenomenal job. I put all these things together. I spent way too long playing with that. There we go. About 43% is left. Then you pull on up here and unload for them as well. That's all it takes from this. Overall, it's a nice, beautiful farm. Want to kind of get up in the sky, take a little bit better of a look at it. It's a nice little farm. You got a beautiful area for the cattle. I don't know. I really like it. Oh, by the way, this is another shed that you can use. Again, you guys should know this very well if you've been watching the channel for a little bit. out of all the maps and stuff that I've seen in FS25, this is one of my favorites just because of the amount of detail this man has done. I'm a detail person. You put enough detail into a map, I love it. Now, even take this right here. This is a secluded part of the map that not a whole lot of people will be going through and using. The man put detail here. Like, he did his best to make sure there was detail every part of this map that he could. I don't know. I love the extra bit of work this man put into all this. Okay, perfect example. A deer stand out here in the middle of nowhere where, again, not many people are going to be out here looking at this. Now, of course, me as a content creator, I'm like, oh, this thing's perfect. I don't know, little stuff like that is just what I love to see. Which, by the way, this man also did an incredible job. He also put alfalfa, and there's not really any maps right now that have alfalfa. It's becoming more popular over time, but it just hasn't always came out yet. So this right here is your bulk seed lot right here. So this is the co-op made off of a real life co-op right here. And I actually got to see it before he made it, and I was impressed. This is a beautiful building. He was able to get all the 3D modeling of it done, and it looks probably about as identical as he could get it to the real life one. Another thing he did is he made sure to get seed pro boxes. I love a pro box. On top of that, you can order all your seed, chemical, fertilizer, stuff like that you need from out there. Also that you can get bags. So if you're a little farmer wanting to do a little bit amount of farming and you don't want a bunch, I love the fact he did that. Also, you can get yourself a bag of mineral feed. You don't got to buy a full pallet. Just little stuff like that goes a long way, especially in role play and making our lives so much better. You can also use the forklift to help you out, so you ain't got to buy one for the map. I believe there's actually 2 already over here. That is, I believe, where you buy your propane. No smoking flammable. I think King of the Hill will agree with that statement. Go ahead and head back here. This is where you'll be putting your anhydrous in. He also sent it to me with an anhydrous pack. I believe it's this one right here. I'm about like 90% sure these are the anhydrous pack that he sent it with, because it's got that little thing on the side. I don't know. He made sure that these were converted properly and sent them over to me. This is the build right here where you'll be buying all of your fertilizer, like solid fertilizers, and I believe lime from. Solid fur, no, that's not where you'd be buying your lime from. Somewhere is where you'd be buying your lime from. I don't know. It's just really cool to see how they have it, like the real life version of this. The man did an absolute legend of a job making this into a co-op, and I think I know the perfect person to run this co-op. Got all the different types of stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I know what each one of these are. I'm gonna say they're fertilizers, and I'm about 90% sure they all are, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I do. Now this right here is where you'll be selling your corn to. If you want to just sell it straight, you pull this one cell here. If you want to go ahead and sell it on the train, you pull the pit 2, and then you call yourself a train right here, and you unload it into there eventually. Doesn't take that much. Just know pit 1 is for direct selling, pit 2 is for the train. Okay, now you got the piece of resistance that makes this co-op so nice and honestly makes it perfect. Your cattle area, where you buy your cattle, where you'll buy all of your livestock. I mean, the man did a great job. I just can't say it enough. He did a great job with everything. And yep, actually right here. So you could back up a semi truck right here, load your cattle up right here if you want to, or back it down there in a small spot for if you have a small trailer. Yep, back it down here if you have a small trailer, or back it up here if you have semi trucks, which if you want to see an example of a small trailer, this is what I'm talking about. Something like this. Again, even in like this, he did amazing detail. He put a cattle chute in here. I don't know. I just love the amount of work he did. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have for today. I know I did a lot of praising to the man. He did a great job with this map. And guys, all I can say is be on the look here soon. Me and the boys, and you know what I mean, might be doing something special on this map. If you want to see that, leave a like down below. Subscribe. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.